folks. Get up and get loud. It's game day, folks. Let's kick off the North American Open number 4. We've got Shopify, the Rebellion on one side, the Cats on the other. It's time to play some Rocket League. 9 Lives versus Shopify. Kick things off here on Saturday.
Yes, they do kind of clear. Even with bringing Zanil in, I do actually still think they slightly clear. However, Rebellion's playstyle hasn't really quite been aggressive, and it's not going to be still. Hoxer is still going to score on this SR squad.
And the Rlcs versus, like, it's a trade. Rlcs just a big miss here. Hoxer, though, does a great job. It's going to be interesting to see the physical play. Whenever we talk about a Rlcs, yes, you know, we're expecting a lot of demos, but also for 9 Lives, they had Kofer, #1 in demos per game. Right here's the chance. Zanil goes low and gets the goal on the 50-50. Great job for him to replace Kofer, who was the leading scorer on 9 Lives, and Zanil's like, I can do it too. Great challenge there.
Demo plays, and 9 Lives expected it. They're reading them well. Here comes Parth again, sent off by Zanil. Redl's gonna catch it. He tries to catch out Parth, but like I said, 9 Lives knows what to expect. Chicago saw it, caught it, and shot it, and 9 Lives go 3-0.
Yeah, these infield passes just a little bit too soft, and you expect the team up 2-0 to have
here, but I will say 9 Lives has had some pretty consistent control on the offensive front.
Yes, and also throughout game 1, the 50-50 game was all theirs, right? They would hit like every midfield pass or block right here. Great infield to Chicago. Zanil being on the offense a lot so far, taking those shoes off from Kofer and showing up. Great infield pass.
They're going to try and do the miracle run. Rlcs handoff over to 2-piece. 2-piece from the ceiling down. Parth shot on target, but sent off by Hoxer. Not going to stop here, though. Rlcs, one more center to Parth on 2 seconds. The dream stays alive. Rebellion are going to attempt to force the overtime.
Rebellion through 4+ minutes had 1 shot based on that first 4 minutes of play. Now can they keep that momentum going and take game 2?
Off the kickoff.
Good bump by Hoxer.
Crazy shot. The bump comes out. Zanil has the freest open, and 9 Lives take it in 6.
Oh, Parth just did a half flip back to
already in line to go, and this is what I was talking about, Gibbs. Rebellion's got to be really quick with these because they're going to have very few opportunities to stay in that 9 Lives half and shoot. And there's another catch out.
And there it is again, that midfield. They're just intercepting passes left and right. Here, this time it's just off a challenge. Rlcs just makes a bad read. He's 3rd man back.
Line,
so easy.
Parth finally got past. He tried to make a center. Hoxer reads it, and they send it on back. And 2 drive towards that ball. Chicago and Hoxer are like, absolutely not. The shot dings off and bounces in. Rlcs. Finally, the wake-up call. We've seen him take a handful of shots already. There's another pass and play from them.
Space. It's just not the perfect pass just yet. Like, if he can get that going, but then we'll see a Rebellion fighting back into this match. Hoxer will just throw this wide. 2-piece does have a little bit of space. The infield pass to Rlcs. Far down and out. It does not go in, and 9 Lives survive.
Although low resources are still managing to defend. The double commit on that one kind of made Rlcs a little awkward, but he does recover smoothly. Hoxer's taking a shot. Far down, out. Far down, out. Zanil sends it in. The roster move that is proving that 9 Lives have made the right choice.
It's so incredibly hard. It's like, all right, this series is over, but still playing fantastic. It's just about trying to keep possession of the ball. Like, I liked what I saw out of Rebellion through game 3. A lot of quick infield passes. Right here, we get the dunk attempt. It sits on the goal line, though, and gets clear, but they still have possession. See if Parth can get this out to
You're like, oh, dang, Rebellion's really starting to get into it and break out and stay out kind of move. Hox was like, absolutely not. You guys have been here for way too long. And there he goes again. Another touch to the backboard. Instead, no, it's a floater. You thought, is he going for the demo play? Is he going for the double tap? No, 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 no. Hoxer's aura is enough that nobody can touch him or the ball.
Oh, what a great save. It turns it into a pass out to Hoxer on the back wall. Now the infield play. Great read there by 2-piece to keep this game only down 1. Now Rlcs has an opportunity, going to go for the bump plays as well. Gets the pass out to Parth, who does finish, and this is what we need from Rebellion. You have limited opportunities on offense. You got to make them count. 2-piece getting involved on the bumps. You don't expect to see that often.
I think well done. He's playing a lot further back and just letting these two do their thing in this last minute.
Right now, they're doing well. 9 shots to 3 for Rebellion. So it's definitely a turn from the first few games. And we get the flip reset out by 2-piece. And that's why you throw it on net a lot. Drain some boost. We see the boost grab there, but Parth gets the bump. So 2-piece has a wide open flip reset. And
roughly
he does.
scoreless. I say as this hits crossbar and out.
Yeah, Parth's just got to be careful when he had space there. He had tons of space and just threw it upfield when he could have gave it to his teammate Reynolds. And this time he goes for the challenge high in Chicago. Reads it well and goes low just under his car.
Oh man, I mean, low boost. I mean, you're expecting maybe
teammate and all 3 members, but he just can't do anything with it. Didn't have the boost to get a flick off because of it, so we'll go back the other way. Zanil to Chicago, back to Zanil, and that's a free net. The third man gets fooled by the first challenge, and 9 lives capitalized yet again. Reynolds tries to make a play. 2-piece is moving up, expecting a better challenge.
But Reynolds is going to try for last moment heroics. Parth over 1. Demo, float down. Shot is wide, and Rebellion's hope goes away. 9 lives, 4-1 win over the new Rebellion squad. I mean, they looked great, Gibbs. It was the showing that most people wanted from 9 lives. They did it, and it's a GG's all the way around.
Match between the Ultimates and Deleted Gaming. One of these teams moving forward in the bracket. They'll get to play the loser of Genji versus NRG, but that's tomorrow, folks. Gotta stay alive right now. Deleted versus the Ultimate here on the Rocket League Championship Series.
2 of those games taking Complexity the distance to Game 5 in their very first match of the day before falling and then beating Pirates on a boat. Now it's Chronic. Oh, tough angle from above the crossbar. He'll drop it in, and it is the Ultimates that strike first.
I'm sorry, Deleted. No chance for you in this game. What a touch from LJ to give Chronic a chance, touch, even though they were still able to get a few touches there. You can't have those types of ill touches against the Ultimates. You won't find yourself with possession for very long. And you lost it there. Chronic will put another one in. And you get killed on the counterattack. First killer has Gyro frozen, forces Wavy to take the 50. And not an easy angle for him to do it with First Killer bearing down on the ball.
And Gyro left it in an impossible spot. Now here we go again. First Killer looking to make it 3. And he's not able to stay with the play. Chronic looking for First Killer. Comes from the ceiling! Are you serious?
Oh, I think it's WrestleMania in Rocket League today. Off the top rope from the opposite side. Wavy had no clue, bro.
Could just about be chalked up. There is still time if they can get one on the board now, as Gyro has that one taken away. LJ has First Killer forward, line up a double, and he scores!
Freestyling First Killer. It's free play. At the start of the playoffs, look at him leave the wall. LJ's just got to serve it up to him, man. At First Killer, you got to be careful when you're bringing this ball down.
Oh, more often than not, First Killer leads his team in scoring when the series is wrapped up, but nobody's home here, and Gyro will score at long last. The first goal for Deleted in the series, as everything just fell apart for the Ultimate.
And not sure what
LJ was trying to nudge him out of the way. And Chronic finally does grab a full tank, and he can use that to run forward with LJ feeding him. First Killer in behind, got around Wavy, and the shot is through!
That's got to be so frustrating for Wavy, as this one just kept going through. They get through off the corner. Gyro gets deleted by LJ. Gyro wasn't even looking at it. Locked on the net. And actually getting the ball on frame has been difficult for Deleted, but you take each step as you get it, as Chronic gets another clear downfield.
Great pass from First Killer. Everybody geared up for the shot, and he just feathers it over to LJ.
Oh, such a great touch from First Killer. Not too fast. Chronic in a tough spot. Probably the best 50 he could have hoped for to buy First Killer time.
First Killer checking one attacker into his own back wall. That's loaded out of the way back. And as a result, nobody else could make up for it, and Chronic scores.
We get caught together, watching on the midfield.
The way for Andy, and LJ right at his own goal line in the air makes the save into the final minute. Ultimates will look to double their lead, courtesy of First Killer. That goes off the post. LJ under the bar, and it's 2-0.
Great save from LJ to start for sure, but First Killer gets this carry. Make sure that the ball gets into a playable spot. You see him make his car too big to beat to the beating teams like Deleted the way that they're beating them right now, it's exactly what you see from teams like NRG, where they don't take anything from you. They just let you give it. They just let you give it. And First Killer, he's giving a whole lot right now. He's had one heck of a series. What a
Remember last year around this time when we saw...
It's not into safe spaces. It's always a hard touch with a lot of space between your teammates. And it's just difficult because one player's trying to go get booped and play the ball at the same time. Nobody's in position and ready, so you're constantly playing from your back foot. And if you've ever boxed in your life, constantly being on your back foot is not fun, and you're gonna get knocked out. Big news, man.
There goes Wavy with a chance for Chronic right off the respawn. LJ, can he get down for this? He sure can! And he'll bounce it home!
Oh, why is First Killer getting so many assists? Hello, LJ! Off the ceiling, off the backboard, with the reset, and LJ gets off. Absolutely flooded. And I don't think there's any way to drain it for Deleted. Dominant performance through and through. And at this point, I don't know what else to talk about. Yeah.
This has been, so again, you're looking for signs of weakness if you're the underdog, right?
Thinking about that embarrassment that K-Corp handed to them, not just them, but K-Corp embarrassed everybody in Birmingham. No doubt they want another crack at it. And First Killer, Chronic, and LJ, it's just another step on the ladder on the journey to Raleigh. They're looking great so far at the start of the day.
11, 13. Yeah, and the only question now, will they be afforded a 7th? First Killer in the way, spikes it down, and the ultimate sweep their way into Championship Sunday.
On the desk as well as in the chat, but it is not going to be as one-sided as that result might make it seem here, folks. Space Station on one side, Complexity on the other. Let's play some Rocket League.
He was last split second in goals per game. He was #1 in shot percentage in North America, and also pretty high up on that list when it comes to shots per game. So he's an integral part of the offense, and that just helps Scribbles and company do that much more as they pick up the first goal.
I mean, it's just high shooting percentages all the way around for this team, right? The fact that the ball even got into that half so quickly, a little bit of a better save. Race to this ball, gets beat out by Reveal, takes his time, Kofor behind him to try and follow, but Scrib's the one to go up next. It was the lurk down and the patience from Kofor that gives SSG their second goal.
Scribbles does a great job. Look at him get the reset and fly past that first defender, and then
the right now across North America, and it is showing for good reason. Minute 23 on the clock, though. Reveal just trying to dead ball this one. Everybody from Complexity has thrown themselves at this ball and finally will force themselves through Frosty to put Complexity out onto the board.
You know, we mentioned the stats of Space Station and Kofor, what he's bringing to this team. But Frosty...
And on low boost for long, extended periods of time. That might be a plan that turns out successful. But for now, Space Station continue to stay on defense. Shot opportunity goes in. You saw the pass the second it was caught in the air there by CRR. He had all the time to work with once he got around and reset. That's coming in quick enough for this to turn into an actual play. It's like you said, it's more like you're doing something to stop the bleeding, but are you actually healing your wound? And right now the answer is no. Go for low boost, sends this down, maybe, and yes, the answer is yes. It's not a maybe. Space Station have tied up the game 34 seconds into this.
Yeah, Kofor got vertical.
He started below. That one dangerously across the net here. One up. Kofor's gonna try, but CRR has the time and the space. Dribbles is up next. Nope, he's gonna get past one. Reveal's gonna send it out. Diaz sees the opportunity, and it's in.
This all started with Frosty off this replay, right before it. Frosty runs right past the entire Space Station rotation.
Lined up, ready to go. Kofor gonna try and follow up his first touch here. Does get a small angle. We've seen him try to do it twice. He just hasn't quite made connect on it. But I see the vision. Unfortunately for you, Diaz's vision is 20/20, and he was lasering that in from midfield.
This one breaks through. Reveal. He sees Diaz about to get bumped, and Diaz does get
Commend
chipped a little.
complexity defensively. Like, even when SSG is able to break in right now, high and low ground are both covered, and someone's out. A complexity player is already there, ready to go. Take that ball, transition out, and of course, it's going to be Frosty to be the one to do that play. The drop down, the catch, and his time, there's no stopping him. He looked like SSG, even when they have the ball, it's not true, control. It's just kind of here and there touches. Yes, the ball is in the blue half, but nobody's taking a real shot. This is the better one.
This one works out. Is Scribbles getting another goal for Space Station. CRR has to avoid a bump. That makes his approach to the ball not great. And Scribbles uses...
They're not as intense.
Yeah, Frosty, look where you're going, buddy. Maybe Diaz was like, take, I want the boost so you can take the ball. Maybe that's what the comms were, but whoa, CRR! Was there even a single orange player in his path? This one get through. He lets it bounce, takes it to the backboard. He just slips through the entire team. Still coming back. Scrib got a really solid shot. Again, outside of those happenstance moments, Space Station's offense has not been enough. Kofer finally finds an opening, and he's denied. Up instead. Space Station finding ways to get behind the ball. Still, Frosty could be the X factor as revealed. Pops it up hard to Kofer. Kofer off the bar. No goal.
A full OT of regulation is insane. And whoever takes this one is going to be on a high. Frosty down to CRR, back over to Frosty. The crossbar pinball around. Complexity gets her match point.
A little slip, a little slap. And no problem for Complexity. CRR wants to return fire. Complexity won't get a chance though. Kofa with a good catch. A little bit of harassment. Diaz avoids the demos. Their Space Station trying to get dirty in the trenches. And they get burned completely. Diaz sending it up. No bumps, no problem here for Complexity.
If you think that shot started from the midline, you are mistaken. Yeah, right now, I mean, Complexity is still holding on to their same play, or similar play style to what they had with Raise Bull. And that is, once you get that lead, you become one of the nastiest teams defensively. Also, can we just talk about why this goal felt like it was truly in slow motion?
That's because CRR wave dash
going on in between the major and now the Complexity one was the one that kind of had a lot of people like, can you live up to the standards of Raise Bull? And the answer is yes. Frosty has slotted in beautifully. Complexity Gaming get their first win on Champs Sunday.
Match of the day. Winner gets to advance straight to the semifinals. Loser has a date with Complexity tomorrow morning, folks. Gen G, Mobile One Racing versus NRG to close out Saturday.
Opportunity, another pass out to Beast Mode. He sailed it high. And Magic Barrow swooped that away. Not a lot in the tank collectively for Gen G. They are hanging on by a thread. That's down in the middle. Here goes Daniel, and he scores.
This is a great fake. I believe it was Atomic. He could have tried for like a weak shot to the top corner, but Daniel calls him off, so he just drives on through. It didn't matter because there was also a demo.
Miscommunications. That one just goes off the post. Justin's going to try to center again. And Atomic will have that one away, but that one's a free ball for Cheese, and he puts it out of Beast Mode's reach.
Big play here to tie this game up. This is what Energy runs, right? They go up 1-0, they turtle, just a poor touch by Atomic, and here's a play that spills out to the middle, but Cheese will turn it away. Gen G is fighting neck and neck right now with Energy.
Not seeing a lot of loose rebounds end up in scoring positions. That's going to want to fall down, and Magic Bear will do just that. He scores and ends game one.
And this is Atomic. He is the third man. Cheese just destroys him on that challenge.
That's
Daniel,
the game within the game. And all these players, so familiar with each other, and you have to kind of keep everybody guessing. Cheese, backboard for Justin, just floats it home. Another brilliant play, and a Gen G has them in front.
Magic Bear, he's up so early for that. Daniel can't do anything, so Magic Bear will bump him out. Cheese
Beast
falls up.
Mode setting up Atomic off the rebound, and still nothing through for NRG. They had the first goal of the series. It was Daniel, his first goal of the weekend, and nothing else. Oh, Magic Bear! What is this?
all you can do is sit back and watch. What a goal. Turns around the ball. Flip reset.
Daniel does well
scoops
to
it.
relieve the pressure just a little bit, but still Magic Bear bringing it right back in. Beast mode at Atomic. There's nothing else forward though for NRG. Atomic will try to create here, and he does! Oh my! Just a seeing eye bouncer that goes top left.
I should have seen this again. Zero boost, the flip. That's his only angle. Justin is facing the rump. Half a minute to play here, and Energy is still looking for that time goal.
Down to 30. Beast mode can't follow this play, but
Good
Daniel
demo.
can, and he scores! NRG's turned the game on its head.
Nice full team play here. Like Atomic on, I think zero boost as well. Gets up to speed to get the demo there. And then Daniels and Gen G a little bit on their back foot. See if Beast Mode can get this mid.
So many options you have to cover. Everybody from Gen G right now bunched up. They do disperse as they cross the line, and Justin will score! Another clutch goal to add to his career in a 2-game lead. Now for Gen G Mobile 1.
For the best defense in the world, this is just too easy. Gen G, but Jesus, like, this has been some good midfield control. Magic Bear up in there again. He's a true threat at any moment, but two of them go for that play. Daniel on zero boost, trying for the flick top left. Justin tries for the in and out save, but Atomic places it low and to the right side. A perfect placement for him to get this goal.
Doesn't always have to be on target. It
Low
just has
boost. That is the energy game plan, right? Control it on the offensive side, collect some boost, and even if the defense does make a play, they won't have enough boost to do much with it. Magic Bear, though, he's on a full tank, going for the short angle shot and capitalizes on it. Most people are thinking, oh, he's probably going for a double tap. He's going to win. No, he rushes this to the net. Beautiful
it did
near
this
post.
time. Magic Bear has been phenomenal. Has an overtime winner, one of his 3 goals now in the series. We're all tied up, maybe gearing up for another OT, but right now Atomic trying to shake a defender, and he can. Cheese will score as Atomic got bullied out of the way.
And you can see the double commit by Energy to send 2 on the offense as soon as that happens. All 3 men doing wonders, but again, this is Energy. The job is not done. They are up 3-0, but they have to keep doing it. Magic Bear trying to do something nuts there. Turns it into a pass. Goes off the top. Cheese to the other corner. Getting it done, and Energy just can't get this ball out. 2 great place shots. One from Justin that allows Beast Mode to make a save, but not a good one. And Cheese puts it back the
But
other
it's
way.
usually very isolated attacks. Just throw the ball in the net, hope something good happens. No, Gen G are just swarming to the net. And you're seeing very few lazy rebounds. There's Atomic, though, as Daniel glides through the air. And Atomic's got an equalizer as they caught Justin with very little in the tank.
This is very interesting because I feel like Magic Bear
Got in store. We might see this NRG team play with a little bit more of a sense of urgency now, and that could be a very dangerous squad to go up against. Even though down 3-0 as Justin makes the initial save but can't do anything with it. And that's how we've seen Gen G score some of their goals on the second chance.
That's just twice. Justin on the goal line, just not in the right position, not expecting the ball to come to him.
The maybe consensus top dogs of North America for now. Magic Bear has Cheese in behind him. Justin running forward, got a bump, and still making the save was Daniel. Cheese there to follow up, and Gen G strikes first again.
This is Magic Bear with space. Atomic just awkward on that wall. So it allows Magic Bear to do what he wants. Justin, no boost. He trusts his team, make him pay there.
Renewed energy for Gen G. Coming into this second split. Cheese is downfield, empty net, 2-0 in the first minute.
What even happened here? You know that's a clear. Cheese is just midfield. There's no one around. It's like he's playing
goals here in the first minute. Give him 5 total goals on the series to go with 4 assists, including a couple in overtime. Cheese is loving Justin as a teammate, but he's not loving this. Watching his teammates give up this one to NRG. It's Atomic off a great touch from Daniel, then Beast Mode, then Atomic.
So to do so,
and
we
here,
saw that back in what, game 2? They were down 2-0 and then tied it up. They find ways when they need to get offense. It's just they usually don't have to use it. Magic Bear trying for a small little pass here. Justin, though, it's just free. Bad clear attempt here by NRG. The threat of the Magic Bear pass was too much. Beast Mode, just a poor flip. Should have left that for Daniel. And
that energy will awaken again, though, giving that one back. Certainly not a good look. 3-1 right now, the lead for Gen G.
Cheese is open again. He's going to go for the pass out to Magic Bear. Can Beast Mode get back? He cannot. Near post shot. Magic Bear, the 2v1 spot works out perfectly. Magic Bear, great dunk. Cheese right back to Magic Bear, who fell onto that mid.
As that down to Justin, roll it out, and Gen G can breathe a collective sigh of relief.
Gen G, 2 minutes left. 3 goals. They are very happy that one did not go in. Justin with the dunk into the goal. This is why you pick him up. Justin with a huge play.
A lot of guys are just content to win the 50. Justin goes little more than a formality for the final minute. Final half minute now. As Cheese will just collect this and we'll just wonder, okay, what else do we add to the highlight reel? Cheese has it in front. He'll add to his stats.
Just a victory lap at this point for Gen G. Pad some stats, why not? I'm pretty sure we've never said that before. When you're padding stats versus NR.
I want you
I'm sorry.
This is a beatdown of biblical proportions in Game 5 as Gen G asserts its dominance here on Saturday.